How can you start a business in the UK if you're a foreigner living outside the country? Is it even possible for non-residents to form a UK company? What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to answer all these burning questions. I know there are so many aspiring entrepreneurs out there who have brilliant business ideas but feel stuck because of their immigration status. Maybe you're originally from India, Nigeria, Kenya, or elsewhere, but you want to tap into that British market. Well, I'm here to let you know that yes, it is absolutely possible to start a UK business as a non-resident foreigner. But there are some key considerations to keep in mind, which we'll go through today step by step. Before we get into the details though, I'd really appreciate it if you could slam that like button to support the channel. It genuinely helps get this content out to more people. And if you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe and ring that notification bell. I'm dropping new videos every week to help outside hustlers and business owners like yourself. Okay, let's get cracking. The first big question on everyone's mind is, do I need a UK visa to start a business? This is likely the biggest roadblock and source of confusion for most foreign entrepreneurs. The visa situation used to be much simpler, but the UK's immigration rules have gotten tougher in recent years. Here's the lowdown. There are essentially two main visa routes for starting a business as a non-resident. The investor visa route requires you to have at least PS 50,000 to invest in a UK business. This allows you to establish a new company or purchase an existing one. The innovator visa is for those looking to start an innovative business. That meets certain criteria around innovation, viability, and job creation. You'll need £50,000 in funds to qualify. Both of these visas are part of what's called the UK's Tier 1 category. The requirements are pretty strict, especially that £50,000 investment threshold. But they are viable paths for committed entrepreneurs. Now, if those visa options seem out of reach for you currently, don't lose hope. You can actually start a UK business remotely without any special visa. You just can't physically relocate there to be hands-on with the operations. More on how to make this work shortly. Many foreign entrepreneurs feel their business dreams are impossible due to the UK's complex visa system, but there are solutions if you get creative. The second big consideration is your legal business structure. In the UK, the main options are sole proprietorship partnership, limited liability partnership, LLP, and private limited company. For most foreign entrepreneurs, registering as a private limited company tends to be the best choice. It provides legal protection by separating your business assets from personal ones and has tax advantages. If your long-term goal is to eventually move to operate your business within the UK, a limited company structure will also make that transition easier down the road. Once you've decided on your business structure, you'll need to register with Companies House, which is the UK government body that officially incorporates and regulates companies. Don't worry, I've got you covered. I'll put a link to the Companies House registration forms and guidelines in the description below. Be sure to bookmark that for reference. Now for some real talk, registering your UK business from abroad is feasible, but it can also be a bureaucratic hassle if you try to do it all alone, especially without any familiarity with the UK systems. That's why I always recommend aspiring entrepreneurs work with an accountant or specialist company formation service, at least for the initial setup. These professionals know the ins and outs, so they can get everything squared away quickly and correctly the first time around. Speaking of which, I actually have an affordable company to suggest that can take care of registering your UK limited company for an ultra-low price. The service is called First Formations, and for just the basic state filing fees, roughly £13, they'll handle all the incorporation paperwork and documents for you. So rather than spending hours trying to decipher confusing government forms, or even worse, making costly mistakes that could mean resubmitting, you can have First Formations do it all quickly and correctly the first time. Their link is down in the video description if you want to check them out. Okay, moving right along to the next key consideration, banking for your UK business. This is an area where many foreign entrepreneurs get tripped up. If you don't have a UK residency, most of the big high street banks will not allow you to open a business account there, at least not at a local branch. The anti-money laundering rules mean they do a ton of vetting for overseas applications. So what are your options? Well, the easiest path is to open what's known as an international business account or multi-currency account. There are specialist online banking service providers like Wise, formerly TransferWise, UK-based fintechs that cater specifically to this non-resident need. I personally really like Wise's offering since they charge low fees for multi-currency transactions, which is perfect for overseas businesses looking to handle payments from UK customers. Another path is going through a major UK bank's offshore banking division. Most have special desks to help non-residents open accounts remotely, but the fees tend to be a bit higher. Either way, my advice is to shop around and find the option with the best pricing and features to suit your UK business needs. The important thing is to have a proper business account set up to handle all those cash inflows and outflows in the right place. Speaking of cash flows, we have to talk about taxes. I know, no one likes that headache, but taxes are a fact of life, even for foreign companies operating in the UK. If your limited company is registered in Great Britain, it will need to file an annual corporate tax return and pay any taxes owed on profits earned within the UK. The current corporate tax rate is 19%, which is actually pretty low compared to many other countries. The tricky part, though, is that non-resident companies with no permanent establishment in the UK can't claim any personal allowances to offset that tax bill. So every pound of profit gets taxed at the full corporate rate. This means it's crucial to stay on top of tracking revenues, costs, and properly filing returns each year, because no one wants to get hit with penalties and fines from HMRC. Failing to comply with UK tax laws around corporate taxes, VAT, payroll, and more can lead to nightmare scenarios for your business. Don't get caught unprepared. With that tax run out of the way, let's talk about hiring employees for your UK operations. If you're planning to have staff on the ground there, even just part-time contractors, you'll need to look into employers' liability insurance. This coverage protects your company if employees get injured or become ill due to their work. In most cases, it's a legal requirement, so it's not something to overlook if you have a team. Professional indemnity insurance is another type of coverage to consider, especially if your business involves providing expert advice or services in fields like accounting, law, medicine, etc. This shields you from liability if a client claims they suffered a loss due to negligence in your work. I know, insurance isn't exactly the fun part of entrepreneurship, but trust me, not having proper coverage can leave you vulnerable to lawsuits and financial ruin if things go wrong. It's worth investing to protect your new baby business. The bottom line, starting a company in the UK from abroad is very achievable as a foreign entrepreneur. You just need to have the right plan and support in place. Get dialed in with the visa details, legal structure, banking, taxes, insurance, and other logistics from the get-go. Or save yourself a massive headache and work with a professional company formation service, like First Formations, who can handle all that startup stuff properly for you. Their link is down in the description. Just a few clicks and a small state filing fee to incorporate your new UK business off the to-do list. Once you've got the official registration and operations all squared away, then it's just a matter of executing your brilliant business plan. The UK market awaits. So there you have it, friends, the full lowdown on how to launch a UK-based business, even if you're a non-resident foreigner. I really hope this was super helpful for anyone out there feeling stuck on how to turn their entrepreneurial vision into reality. If you dug into what you learned today, show some love by smashing that like button. And of course, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you'll know as soon as I drop a new video with more money-making tips. As always, I'm just an email away if you have any other questions. Slide into my DMs or hit me up at the contact link in the description. I'm always happy to help however I can on your entrepreneurial journey. That's all I've got for today, but I'll be back again very soon with another video to level up your side hustle game. Until then, go out there and start building your empire. Okay? I believe in you. I'll be catching you next time, friends. Peace!